Well, I told y'all how much I love this shit lately. I tell you, I love this shit.
Alright, where do you want the hot tub?
I'll just hang on to it. We'll show it off here in a minute.
We should make fun of Gix's heraldry because he's like, my two favorite things: dragons and pizza, or dragons and beer. And it's like, that's a griffin.
Beer dragons.
It's a griffin. All right, boys and girls, quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio.
They douse you with stale beer.
Quiet on the set.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another show of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news 5 days a week here inside Shrouded Avatar for your viewing and or listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show. It is Friday, June 1st. Here inside Shrouded Avatar 2018, and we got news, man. News. July is kicking off.
Since yesterday's release, we've already had two patches? What?
Had two patches, yes, two patches. And two new campaigns starting. Of course, the Airy Fun kicking off their campaign. And SodaCon and Merit's kicking off their campaign. So it's a very busy Friday here.
None of the cloaks or digital items have been distributed yet because I have not received any. So
he hasn't gotten them yet.
Yeah, so if you're looking for those digital goods because you've already donated, hold your horses. It will come eventually.
They are coming. They are coming.
Don't know when.
Don't know. Just don't know.
I just distribute things. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know nothing. I am so confused.
I know nothing. Yes, I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I am the Jon Snow of this game. I know nothing. And will you be my redheaded companion? Yes.
While Love Me Tender plays in the background.
That's right. But yes,
very nice.
We've got lots of
there,
news.
Liz.
I mean,
I gotta say, I hadn't thought about going back and getting any kind of stuff like that. That's a good call.
What are you talking about?
List, yeah.
What are you talking about? I mean, what? Go get what?
Some old Elvis like this, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Elvis love songs. I mean.
Well, Elvis was a great musician, and the fact that he just stole a bunch of old blues stuff and sped it up a little bit is even better.
He didn't do it. It was the Colonel's fault.
Oh, it was the producer that did it.
He was just a talent, yeah.
Which Colonel are we talking about? The regular or extra crispy?
The extra crispy, of course.
The 11 herbs and spices Colonel. Yes. And I'm looking for the Merits app on my phone, and I can't find it. Where did it go?
Oh, good. Well, you're looking for that. I need to get the graphic.
There it is.
I got it out to everybody else today, but I didn't get it set up for us, of course.
I didn't get it set up for us either. Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Actually, I should just pull it right out of Discord and be done with it, since that's where it is right now.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking the picture, so that way I can actually just put it up on the screen. So don't forget that if you have the Merits apps, there is a brand new sweepstakes out there. Let's see. I'm refreshing the sweepstakes on my phone right now. So this latest sweepstakes is for enter to win a pair of SodaCon tickets to SodaCon 18. It is actually on the list. It's right up there at the top.
The grand prize drawing in September, you'll get a pair of tickets to SodaCon Austin and a pair of T-shirts for the winners. So the winners will get a pair of custom T-shirts to wear while they attend SodaCon Austin 2018.
And also, once a week, a winner will be drawn for a custom SodaCon T-shirt.
And a custom T-shirt basically is going to be your name underneath the underneath the logo. Personalized. You can have your name, you can have your character's name, you can have your goat's name, you can have your weapon's name. Whatever name you want will be customized on the shirt. So
I have just contributed my ticket. I have bought a ticket.
Yay!
for this. Don't forget, you do need to have the Merits app installed on your phone. You can do that by going to the Apple iTunes Store or the Google Play Store, and then connect it to, say, your Fitbit, your Google Fit, or one of those fitness apps. It does most of them except for, I believe, the Samsung one.
Fan.
Yeah. Then tape your phone to your 20-inch box fan and set it to spin for an hour, and you'll accrue a ton of points.
Make sure it's got
Or if you have a dog, duct tape it to the dog and your phone. That's your phone, and let it run around the house for a while.
The more wobble, the better.
Yes. Don't tape it to a cat, because the cat will just sleep all day. And it will get less fitness points than had you actually moved. Unless you do have a red laser pointer, and then the cat will actually be doing the work for you.
Indeed. And then, of course, kicking off also today, the Primal Nature Community Cause is happening. And again, as Jack had mentioned just a minute ago, the digital goods have not come in yet. And they'll be starting to get distributed as soon as he gets them. Again,
and I'm at my computer and available.
Not just the news, folks. We are actively involved. We do all sorts of other things on this side, from community causes like this to hosting those events that we're doing, SodaCon. I've been helping with that, and I love doing it. So, if you want to get involved, folks, all you got to do is reach out and ask. We'll point you in the right direction and where you can get involved. That's right. So
yes, and
plenty to be done. Help save the world while you're trying the game.
Is benefiting Conservation International, and I think now would be a good time to actually watch the little video about.
Yes, you want to get that video out for everybody. Let me let's punch that up there.
Yes. So let me know when you are ready for that. And then we can do the countdown and say 3, 2, 1, play.
I'm just wondering if that's a commercial there or not. Are we starting with the little boats in the water?
No. Are you ready again?
I don't know. I'm asking. Is it starting with little boats in the water on the video?
Started talking.
Huh?
Yeah, it's got water. It's got water. It's got boats.
Okay. I didn't know if this was a commercial or not.
People need nature to thrive.
Commercial for beer water.
Conservation International is founded on a really simple principle. Saving nature really is about saving ourselves.
CI helps governments, businesses, and communities make smart decisions about our future.
People are part of nature. Protecting the ecosystems and the habitats is protecting our human heritage and our culture.
we can't exist without nature being healthy.
What makes CI so successful is our incredible staff around the world who have the technical expertise to achieve unparalleled results.
Conservation International works with governments because governments are really able to do something at scales that matter to the entire planet.
With the ever-increasing population, food scarcity will become an issue into the future. We as a government have a strategy with Conservation International to manage it properly.
One of the hallmarks of CI is that it's willing to work with many partners in the business sector to see that our products come from sustainable sources.
We can transform the way we produce and transform how we grow and prosper.
At the end of the day, people who live closest to nature are the best protectors of nature. We need them if we're to make conservation sustainable.
As Native Hawaiians, we grow up understanding that we're oceanic people, and that kind of knowledge needs to be respected and utilized in modern management. In fact, really that, alongside of science, I believe is the real key.
Our mission is ambitious. We're willing to take on the tough questions. We're willing to stand up to have our voice be heard. We're in this really narrow window on our planet where we can see what's coming down the pike, and we still have a little bit of time to do something about it. Why wouldn't you want to be right here?
Very cool.
Yes. So, enabling governments to actually have the resources and the science to actually how to improve the environment actually makes everything better for humanity. And because really, do you really want to get rid of all of your green spaces so that way you don't have fresh oxygen, you don't have nature itself? I don't know if you ever watched that video of the reintroduction of the coyote to Yellowstone Park and how within a couple years,
what it does to the whole landscape
to the
and
ecosystem.
Eco-structure.
Yeah.
I've actually watched that whole, it's just phenomenal what the
the
transformation was by
is
reintroducing
phenomenal.
that species. Absolutely. And again, things like this affect everybody, folks. You may not say not in my backyard, a favorite Carlinism, NIMBY, but you know what? It's with the way our global community is, it's everybody's problem. It's not just somebody else's problem. We were sitting here the other day. We had a guy from Mexico in here. We had a guy from Australia in here. We had a guy from Canada in here. And a couple of us Americans in here. And you know what? We all agreed on a lot of topics that you see out there in the news, that certain shit, and we all sat down and had a great conversation, It was just conversation. We weren't killing each other. We weren't destroying the world. We were looking for solutions. The world can work together, people.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
And don't forget, in order to make a donation for this cause, in order to receive those digital rewards or support the ARI Fund, you do need to go to arifund.org, click on the campaigns, go to the Primal Nature. Then you can click on Donate Now.
Indeed.
The digital rewards at the $25 pledge tier are going to be the Reaper Pet in-game, as well as the Primal Nature Community Cause cloak that has the Earth Magic symbol on it. So that will be coming as soon as I have the ability to distribute them. Then I'll start getting to
They'll
work.
start coming out into your hands, folks. That's right.
And then don't forget different pledge tiers for different goods. $45, it also includes not just the digital stuff, but also a physical poster. $65 is a really cool mouse pad poster and the digital goods. $100 digital poster or digital goods poster, mouse pad, and a really sweet looking mug. $150 also includes all of the above, including a t-shirt.
Including a shirt. Let you show off how much of a supporter you are. That's right. All sorts of great stuff. We've got community events going on already on the schedule. We'll get you a list of those as they come near. And, of course, if you want to help, you can go to airyfund.org. There's more information where you can sign up to host your own in-game events or parties to help raise money as well and help become, not just a supporter, but an active...
Or join the streamathon. I don't know the date of the streamathon.
That's right. For you streamers out there, contact Arius Coilmore. You guys out there in the streaming community, we know who you are, so reach out to Arius. And he's putting together a big shebang at the end of the month. And again, we got to thank you guys and gals out there in the community. Thank Portalarium and all the other people who help support all this, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. Somebody told us a couple of years ago we'd be doing this kind of crazy stuff. We would have said, get out of here.
Yeah, it's like, no
We're going to be on the board of directors. We're going to be running charities. We're going to be doing all sorts of crazy, wild stuff here. Well, welcome to Shroud of the Avatar, folks. We got a real active community out here. We're in release 54. Ken, June is kicking off to be a hot month with a lot of community involvement. Again, the airyfund.org.
It is hot outside.
Yes. And SodaConAustin.org, both kicking off promotions. SodaCon's in October. And, of course, Airy Fund helping you throughout the year out there, helping avatars in need, as well as these community causes trying to help save the world. So there's that out of the way today. And, of course, patches, Jack. As we warned you yesterday, as we do every release cycle, the patches do come quick and furious right off the bat. And yesterday's first patch, man, did you see that list of stuff that was on there?
Yeah.
We're gonna bring it up on screen here. We're gonna cover all.
I'm not gonna read any. No. I'm not gonna read any of this. I'm just going to be like, okay, so this is what yesterday's patch notes, which came out last night, looked like. And so
these are yesterday's patch notes. Feed on them. Thank you very much.
You can do some scrolling on there. But then earlier this morning, another patch did come out that also did fix other things, like including some scene fixes, like fixing gaps in the wall in Elysium Mines. They lowered the volume of the recorder instrument. I'm sorry to say, but that is the improper means of handling the recorder. The recorder should always play at max volume no matter what, because it is the most piercing and annoying thing ever.
Preface this with the most annoying instrument in the world, so shouldn't it be the most loud, obnoxious instrument in the game?
It should ignore all volume sliders and just be, and as soon as someone, you should hear it through the entire scene.
Yeah, we know that is capable too. Yeah, somebody.
And every child must be equipped with a recorder.
Yeah. And then also they closed the window holes on player home AI collision, so that way you can't teleport through windows anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. They fixed the dirt sound effects in several player homes. Fixed dirndl shoes on sizing on the male avatars. They are still clown shoes, but still clown shoes are clown shoes. the journal entry for
play that.
Yeah.
Homie does play that.
Yeah. Core, I should be there on Monday. Should be.
Hey, you just got him off the hook by saying that live.
What?
That you'll be there.
Should be.
Yeah, you should be.
I know. If I'm hospitalized, probably not.
Yeah. Okay. What else is he doing? Though? He ain't doing anything else on Monday.
Yeah. If an attractive female propositions me, I definitely will not be in, because I have to know where my priorities are.
Yes. You have a better chance of getting hit by a meteor.
That is probably true as well. And because
at least by Monday.
Yeah. Then let's see what other fix it. They fixed the gap between the hands and arms with the male avatar bodice top. They made the dragon bone throne usable as decoration again.
Woohoo!
Don't forget, you can always buy those at shroudmarketplace.com.
That's right. You get a free dragon bone throne with any gold purchase from Weddings and More. Just mention it when you make the purchase.
Yeah. Which is an impossible task. They fixed the barrier puzzles in Exeter Crag Mines and Malice, so the barrier gets removed. You should actually tie that into people using your promo code. Also includes a free dragon bone throne. The magic mirror in the Isle of Storm no longer returns you to Arabella. They added a second demon to the final wave battle royale in the Northwest Black Blade Mountains.
Rule.
Hey, AI navigation updated in Sultan. Replace broken bed rules with rolled up versions in Salisbury outskirts.
Does that mean that I'll be able to walk from the entrance to the bank unmolested, or is the navigation made better so that every single little thing
everybody's going to molest you? You are just going to get molested wherever you go.
Yeah, Telesto's going to fly over you and drop a bunch of perverts on you.
It's not my fault that you wear a skirt. Had you been wearing a kilt, someone would figure that out and then they'd stop molesting you. But since you wear a skirt,
the watcher
I think it's because you wear a skirt.
You know, he would leave me alone after. Probably it's scary down there. I tell you what.
Absolutely, it's like, when they've been blinded with some pasty white cheeks, that is enough for most people.
I don't know about you, pal, but you're the pasty one of this partnership here, even in game.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. And Laz is tan. I don't know about you.
I guess he goes to the tanning bed.
I'm sorry to say, but
Laz lives on an island, for crying out loud. Yeah, he doesn't just hang out here in Sultan.
Yeah, I don't hang out in Sultan. I'm hardly ever there.
I always said.
The upper tiers waterfall sound effects was updated. Goblets are now held correctly. They relocated the stack spawner that was getting stuck on a rock in Sultan, and the Elven wine bottle can once again be used as deco.
Ah, cool. Because I got a bunch of them sitting around in containers.
Yeah. And then I have to sneeze.
Sneeze. Yay.
I got the mute button in time. Whew. Sometimes that doesn't happen. And for some reason, it's so damn hot that it's like I woke up in full sweat. I'm sweaty right now. It's like, yeah. Oh, man. I went outside a couple times today, and it's like, geez, I came back, like, had a shower for a second time. And, yeah. We won't discuss the lack of cornstarch.
The lack of cornstarch.
That reminds me of that video you posted.
I was gonna say, you get that video? Was that great? Where's Led Zepp? We got to really find out where Zepp is.
Have you called him yet?
No. I got to reach out to the folks over in EVL. I got to go pop over there and say hello. Especially now that they're doing an event down at SodaCon also. Yeah. Again, there's all sorts of great stuff just been happening, coming together for this community, and I love this shit. That's all. Now, is that my camera again all messed up? I thought I put it back to the normal field of view.
What were you doing?
No, it just looked real fuzzy, and again, I thought I reset my field of view to back to normal yesterday, but apparently wasn't back to normal. So that's all. And like me today, see, I've been running crazy getting this thing all out. I never even changed today. So there we go. But
that's hilarious.
Face with tongue.
Gotta love the Texas speech emoticons.
Yeah, absolutely, especially face with tongue. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
I think we were finished what we were doing there with the patch notes, and of course, time to move on to something else.
Did you want to finish off those release notes things that we didn't get through?
Well, we still got quite a bit to cover on the release notes, and you know what, man? I'm telling you what. As I'm talking to people, there's quite a few little not sneaky changes, but there's just changes that have been put in or done that haven't been mentioned, and I'm trying to think of what one or two of them were. But I know I've been, hey, have you seen this? Like the two-story row home. Spiffy, what is it? The two-story in basement?
No. Oh, yeah, the two-story in basement. That's beautiful, by the way.
Now, there's a 5-story in basement that we knew was coming in, but I didn't know there was a 2-story coming in. And also, hot news, for those of you guys who did not know, you can now buy an extra character slot on the add-on store. So that finally hit. Nobody announced that, and I didn't see that in the notes anywhere. But
well, we need something to buy now, because they took away our store credit.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I've got that big conundrum coming up. I've been spending the last couple of days actually looking through the add-on store, trying to figure out what I'm going to do when this telethon comes up and how I'm going to spend some money, because
you're going to buy a recorder like all of us.
You're going to go look for the rares that are expiring and then buy those.
Or buy me fireworks.
No, because I've been burned on those rares too many times since the beginning, and I'm not doing that off the add-on store anymore.
Yep.
Like those hot tubs that are now craftable. Oh, yeah, Spiffy, come over here and give me one of those hot tubs. Let me see what that looks like. Actually, I'll come to you. Can you try? Okay, you were playing, but that's okay.
Yeah, all right.
It's a square hot tub.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
He says it looks pretty much like the one we bought, though, and I want to see this.
It seems too.
You need to. Let's see.
I'm thinking we can put it right back by the boat for a second. Unless I can just drop it right on top of the.
You probably can't.
Blah.
Boom. I'm waiting for you to drop it. Do I need to enable deco mode and then go move things for you?
Actually, I just had a spot for it. Where was it going?
There. The boat is gone.
Oh, no, that looks a little different.
Yeah, it looks substantially different.
Yeah, okay.
And I can't believe you didn't center this puppy.
Well, yeah, I just dropped it to drop it. There we
go. We'll
rotate.
There you go.
There you go.
Much better.
That's the new craftable hot tub for you. And again, lots of little things being snuck in here. So don't just think that the release notes are fully giving you all the information.
Bathtubs.
Yeah, bathtubs. Spiffy's got the bathtubs. I got some stuff for you over there. I'll give you some ingredients right after the show.
Can you make teacups?
No.
I bet you Spiffy can.
I can't. I can't make anything. I mean, I can tell you for a fact that if you're going to craft teleports and recall scrolls, a teleport scroll gives you more XP than a recall scroll. It's 300 XP for a teleport scroll and 226 for a recall scroll.
Really?
Don't forget the exceptional successes, and that doubles it again.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen, except for maybe early on, an exceptional teleport scroll.
I've crafted teleport scrolls.
I never look at the.
Yeah, I don't even have that. I don't know.
I have multiple tabs, and the tab that has all of that stuff is I hardly ever look at because it's just way too much spam. But yes, we do have more good things coming in for this release, including some performance improvements that we talked about a few days ago. but now that they're in load times, they identified a major Unity bug that's been causing load times to steadily increase, offsetting all the gains, and they have managed to fix it.
I tell you what, load times were pretty good yesterday between scenes, but again, I notice still some random, don't know what is going on, but there's random crashes still. As did Bambi finally made it. Turning all that stuff down allowed you to get in, right?
Yes, sir. Sure did.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's actually a discussion between Core and Master Valo on how can you lower your courage, and the best thing is go to the Courage Club, wake everybody up, and run away.
There you go.
And since your character slots share your virtue, they're actually talking about min-maxing it on a different character, so it actually brings it down. That's pretty damn funny. Then also audio, they have identified and fixed several issues with how they are loading and streaming audio that was hurting performance, and hopefully that's been optimized. Reflections were rewritten, and they also added this to the quality settings in the options menu. They also fixed the issue with AMD video cards, which would sometimes cause scenes to look incorrect when first loading into them. And this was most visible to Linux users who would load into a scene and have a nice black and white screen, which was actually...
some of those actually got...
pretty. Some of those were pretty cool for a bug. I mean, yeah.
Spiff, you got paid for what?
Oh, my check game.
Oh.
Then Unity 2018 upgrade. Linux is still awaiting a fix from Unity for input issues, so they are still on Unity 2017.4 or something like that. The default quality setting was moved from fastest to good. Just good. And asset optimizations, they did change some of the stuff and reduce the number of polygons. Or reduce the texture sizes or particles and too many individual objects, blah, blah, blah. Like the Lost Veil Grand Artificer Sluice doors, the Avatar Wearable LODs, the Humanoid NPC LODs, rugs and pavers are now set to not cast a shadow.
Not cast shadow.
Yes, because they're on the ground.
Who'd have thunk? Yeah.
All my dark sharp pavers no longer cast shadows. I'm upset.
Yeah, don't worry, Spiff. They're still casting shadows underneath.
And mail does load a lot faster now.
Oh, thank God.
I hadn't really noticed much, and believe me, I have one of them full mailboxes they're talking about. I'm actually right now at 98.
Yeah, it loaded a little faster on my computer earlier when I checked my mail. I had some mail, so I had to check it.
You've got mail.
Then after that, crafting and economy stuff.
Wah, wah, wah.
The most important thing is affecting people that have the commissioned vendors. No longer are they going to take up that commission on the front end when you list items, and now it's going to come off the back end whenever items are actually sold. So if you have already made that initial deposit on what your commission is, that was zeroed out on the sold commission, so you will not get charged twice.
That's right.
Yeah, and that does not affect the public vendor, just the commissioned player vendors on like individual player lots. And pattern removers are supposedly available.
They were available. I heard a little story that they weren't functioning, but then I found out it was a user error. Loser error?
ID10T error?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. You need to use the removers in the same fashion that you used to put the pattern on, people. It's not a magic eraser where you just drag it on top and it goes poof. You actually have to take it to
a
the
crafting
table
station
and do it. That's right.
Yeah. Radio effects work if you
radio.
convert.
I love this one.
If you turn one of the clockwork headpieces into a pattern, it will keep the functionality of still being able to use it as a headset. So that is good.
That is
And that
probably
way you
the
can
most
tune in
awesome
Radio
piece of
Free
tech in
Britannia.
this release. Absolutely. So you can listen to us on the radio.
Vendor sort items has been changed.
Yes. I was one of the complainies on that one.
And you complain about everything, so
Well,
that's no
that's
big deal.
beside the point.
Then the producer XP has been doubled for the first 2 weeks.
Everything.
Although I
And a
really
day.
don't know. I really don't know if it's been doubled, because if I'm only getting 300 per teleport scroll and 226, does that mean that the default is 150 and 113?
I thought it was less than that, to be truthful.
No, they came and changed all the base values about a couple of patches ago. I did notice. Don't say I didn't.
Yeah, the repair costs, recipe costs, they have begun adjusting recipe prices so that higher difficult recipes will cost higher amounts of gold, and the first recipes affected our houses and musical instruments recipes.
Yes. So for those of you guys who read the release notes early and went out and bought them cheap early, I congratulate you.
Yeah, now you know why they're a little more expensive on my vendor. Because I have to pay more for them.
Well, then you weren't one of them people who went out ahead of time and bought them all cheap. So anyway, moving.
We
right
also
along.
have new recipes and patterns, several of them.
And there is a list. That's right.
From
We're gonna read
heraldry
you
to
the whole
elven
list.
stuff,
No, we're
basements, basement hatches, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, the best looking basement hatches.
Oh, dude. Yeah, come on. Bring that out over here. Can we put that down here, too? Do you have one of those on you?
No, I have a basement hatch and a pattern on me, but I don't have a.
Yeah, okay. Well, this one looks like a real storm cellar entrance, man. I tell you what, I think it's one of the cooler ones, and I'm glad it's the craftable one because it really looks cool.
It's literally a pattern you apply. You can now craft basement hatches.
Yes, and there's a whole bevy of them also available
Literally
on the
6
add-on
boards
store.
and a hinge and some wax.
You can apply heraldry to one of them now. There's a Lord British and Dark Star version. There's a nautical version. Anyway, moving right
There's
along.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
brewing-
telling you,
brewing-
great release, full of good shit.
Brewing was delayed again.
Delayed. Now, of
Delayed,
course,
delayed,
with
delayed.
good reason. While they were building the brewing, they found out the casks and storage needed to be figured out, which was containers and containers. So they had to get that work done, which killed 2 birds with 1 stone, in my opinion. They got that fixed for brewing, and they made the world a happier
how much I
place
love
by allowing
containers
that. So, yeah.
And containers the next thing to talk about.
Well, I know
But
that's
no,
what
the
was
next
lead
thing
in.
to talk about is
I know,
put a
yeah.
container on
The
your
thing
vendor.
called they call a Segway or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those things you ride on, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what I
we
thought
need
it
the
was.
ability to put a container with items in it on our vendor.
Well,
Segway was a thing that you ride.
that's what I just
You're
said.
not
I thought
supposed to
that's
fall
what
off
a
of.
Segway was.
But all the great videos related to Segways are people falling off of them.
You know, speaking of Segways, I've been watching Arrested Development on Netflix lately, going back and catching the originals, and watching him drive around on that Segway is just hysterical.
Yep. The visual status.
You know, the inventor fell off a cliff with his Segway.
Awesome.
Oh,
Did he
shit.
die?
Yeah.
He did? I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
Do you know how easy it is to just jump off your Segway?
Yeah, well,
He's old.
I have to go Google that right now.
I know you
I-
just you just really
instead of-
derailed the train on that one, Scrota.
Sorry, I thought it was like a fun fact. But I guess
Holy-
it's not
Now
very
Zach
fun.
has to stare at it for an hour.
Oh, it's not the inventor. It's the guy that bought the Segway company.
Oh.
Yeah, a British businessman who bought the Segway company less than a year ago died after riding one of the scooters off a cliff.
Oh, jeez.
And that is actually true. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And hold on, I need to bring that up over
here. Hold my beer and watch this.
Yeah, that is a hold my beer moment.
Yeah.
That is fucking ridiculous. But yes, moving right along, the visual status of chests were changed. They have included multiple visual states. If the chest has treasure or will soon have treasure, its lid will be closed. The lid will open slightly while being looted. The lid will be mostly open after being looted and awaiting restocking, and fully open if it's not going to restock.
Again, I don't understand the not restock portion. If it's never going to restock.
You know, the things being looted, it should be wide open. If it's never going to be looted again, it should have the lid broken off. If it's about to be restocked, it should be closing the lid. You like that one a little bit better?
I guess I'll have to play with it a little bit because I really don't get it. But maybe if I play with it a little.
But breaking the art for broken hinge with the lid off is not that difficult. And yeah, the Hospitaller title login reset. In order to actually change your title to Hospitaller, you will have to do it on every single login.
Every login, that's right. Because a couple people couldn't follow the rules.
You know, we knew that was going to be the case no matter what.
When we decided to just give everybody the title to begin with, make it easy, and make it a nice shiny color. You know, we knew it was going to get abused. So, and again, as thanks to the Hospitallers, brainstorming with the folks down at Portalarium, this is what they've come up with for starters. And there may be more news coming down the pipe, and when that happens, I'll let you know. I'm also a member of the Hospitallers.
Yep. Then Field of View.
Field of View. Wow.
We talked about that thing. It's still interesting. I don't like it because it kind of distorts things to enough for me that it actually would probably make me motion sick after a while.
Yeah, well, again, I'd love being able to have that far view just to be able to look, but as you come back into the normal field of view, things get to seem distorted and out of place. Like, you and I aren't actually as close together, it looks. And again, I'm going to now just adjust that back.
Yeah. I'm doing it, but like, if you pull the camera out as much as you can, and then you look at the lamp on the wooden lamp that's on the right-hand side of my lot, it's got a really wide base and it looks narrower at the top, whereas it's actually pretty much a consistent thickness throughout. It just does weird distortions to things.
For some screenshots and group shots and wide angle shots, I love it to get a whole wide field of view, but I don't think I would use it personally. I love it for the streamer mode, absolutely. So don't get me wrong on that.
It's great for pulling things out and looking like top down.
Absolutely. I did that in yesterday's show. Is I pulled it out and did a nice top down of the I love this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great, I mean, to get the camera this far out is just really great for folks like us who stream. So.
Yeah, but I mean, it does do some visual distortion of things.
Gonna see. I may actually go out to the release party today, and if I don't get sidetracked, and see what kind of shots I can get with it.
Yep. And it does kind of give me a headache.
Yeah, again, when I'm looking at it on the camera, and it just my eyesight's not that great these days to begin with, so I got to stop doing that thing. It's really affecting my eyesight,
You need to stop touching yourself. Stop touching yourself. You're gonna go blind, man. You're gonna go blind.
I'm going blind, Mom. Going blind.
I've gone blind twice over. That's why
Already today?
man made LASIK. That's why man invented LASIK.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. They also included the item viewer resizable.
Now,
The
what is
in-game
that?
item viewer
Item viewer.
window resizable. I don't know. I don't know what this feature is. I mean, it's
Item viewer. I mean, if I want to view an item, I look at it. I mean, are
But,
we
like-
missing something out here, people?
I'm confused. How do I access this item viewer? I mean, it's not something where it's like I can like just right click on something and say view item, and it
It's
gives
for
me
crown merchants. Interesting. Okay.
yeah, but still.
Well,
yeah.
maybe an explanation of that would have been helpful because I didn't know that.
yeah.
And,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't really.
it
I
pops
don't.
a little eye next to the items in the Crown Merchant. You can click on it, and it'll show you what it looks like.
Hey, but I would still love the ability to actually, you know what? If I really want to examine, like the fantastic artwork that has been provided, and I would love the ability to actually get up, look at something really close, like say, if you're really nitpicking things on someone's shoes or something like that, and you just want to examine them, and because they have put all of that detail work into it, and most of these items have some phenomenal artwork done, but you can never really see it.
Now, on the
Because
topic of
yeah.
artwork, the Lube artwork is also now available
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
really.
add-on store. Even if he did
Yeah.
sketch a bunch of coins, or
I may go spend some kodos on that.
yeah, well, again, as I noticed in the store, that a lot of the new stuff isn't available for Kodos yet, or yeah, I don't know if they're going to be coming up for availability.
Yep.
But anyway, a lot of great stuff here. Thex, are you in the room here?
I'm here.
Ah, okay, very good. Very good indeed. We're going to wrap up with this then. I want to
Just
give you
enjoying the show.
I want to give you a couple minutes. I know we covered it. We'll cover it here in just a minute before we go on into our weekend roundup and stuff.
Hey, Thexy, you got your store front row yet?
No, I don't. I just have a couple of vendors out there in Novia Market and some of those other places.
Yeah, got to get your hands on some of that stuff. But let me get this back up on screen here real quick. And
The real question is Jack ready to mail?
Yeah, well, that's why I want to get you in here. Of course, Thex is the guy behind what drives the Airy Fund. He's the guy who had a wild idea to help out one of our fellow avatars one day, and of course, of that, the Airy Fund was born. So, Thex, let's talk Primal Nature for a minute. Tell us about what's going on, what's coming up, and of course, I guess you're getting ready to put Jack to work over here. Is that what you're here to do?
Oh yeah, he's got a long list, long list already of people to mail some things to.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah, but it's June, and we try to do a community cause every quarter, every couple months, and this time it's Primal Nature, where we're going to be tackling the environment and raising support and awareness for Conservation International, which is a pretty awesome organization that helps create a sustainable, prosperous planet on not just the environmental level, but on a lot of different levels as far as how humans interact with the environment and building economies in places that need it and trying to create a sustainable, clean future for the planet. So it's a pretty noble cause, and we're super stoked to help them out and raise funds all through June. And it kind of a nice fit for this game because we have elves running around, we have trees, we have all kinds of good things you can chop and kill, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. And again, the good folks
get
at
that awesome
Portalarium
Reaper.
jumping in on this cause and helping out as well.
Indeed.
of course, getting the studios in behind this is always, always a ton of fun because, again, the digital goodies. Of course, Jack will now be getting ready to get those out to you folks.
Yeah, we got some special ones this time.
Yeah, is it the Reaper pet, man? I can't wait to see this little guy in action. And,
yeah, I was. I'm curious to see how it's going to dance. I was like, is it going to be a headbanging Reaper pet? Is it going to be a moshing Reaper pet? What's it going to do?
I guess we're going to find out. We're going to find out now, or we're going to find out Monday.
Probably Monday. I've put the request in here to get our stuff dropped off, and then we'll know.
All right.
So I'm sure the boys and girls are down there busy working on patches and stuff. So we'll get that.
You remember Monday is going to be their telethon, or live stream, or postmortem, or whatever they're calling it these days. Yeah. So that's going to occur on Monday. So if it's delivered on Monday, I would expect deliveries to start on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. There's a little spoiler for everybody. Jack's
Jackson
be busy.
Unless the deliveries come in sometime today. But,
yeah, I'm hoping maybe today. I've pinged Barrick, and we'll see if he's able to take a few minutes and drop them off to us. But yeah, so for a $25 donation, you're going to get not only the Reaper pet, which is going to be very cool. You're going to have a community cause cloak for Primal Nature that actually has the Earth symbol on it, and keeping up with our last theme with the Water.org initiative, where we had the water symbol. So it kind of funny how this all works together.
It all ties into the game. I love this shit.
Yeah,
I tell you.
And if we get all 5 cloaks, can we summon Captain Planet?
Oh, there you go.
No.
Yeah, maybe craft like with the Warlock chain. Combine all the cloaks at the end of the year to create a super cloak.
Could create a super cloak. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Or get 5 people wearing one of each cloak to summon some interesting.
A Reaper.
A massive Reaper.
Anyway,
yeah.
I love all this
cowbell.
great stuff. Love all this. Yeah, massive cowbell is. Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody, we'd love you to come check us out. We have a forum posting on the forums. We have our website up at airyfun.org. Pledge your support. Somebody special will send you a mail package once we get the get the digital goods in and the donation clears, and you'll have a great new cloak and a cool little pet. Also, if you're interested in hosting an event or doing something for Primal Nature this month, we have a nice little form you can fill out and submit that. We'll help you promote it, and the members of the Airy Fund and anything else we can scrunch together will hopefully attend. And I believe we have a streamathon, another one set up
at the end of the month. That's
set up for the end of the month.
Absolutely.
So if you're a streamer out there,
fantastic month.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're a streamer out there and you want to get some audience or join the fun and support Conservation International, contact Arius. Everybody knows who Arius is. We also have a streamer sign up on the forum and our webpage, and you can join the fun in 24 hours of gaming bliss, baby.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you. All right, we're gonna start wrapping it up because, of course, we're always short on time on this show. Never get enough time. Got to tell you about that app, the NBNN Trinity Avatar app, in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. If you want to take Trinity Avatar with you wherever you go, when you go, or on the go, check out the NBNN Trinity Avatar app. All sorts of great things like the community calendar brought to you every day by Hometown Hero. If you're looking for your vape juice needs, check out hometownhero.com. Use the promo code NBNN. Save 20% when you check out.
That's right. That NBNN community calendar is on nbnn.info. Click on the calendar button, and then it'll take you right there. And then you can do weird things on this community calendar, like uncheck certain things that don't have me on it. And then from there, you can...
You didn't get your camera yet?
No.
And yeah, I saw in the release notes there's streamer cloaks coming, but I haven't seen those yet either. I put a question into Barrick on that one.
Yeah, it's not giving me the love. I am a non-entity. But yes, don't forget that community calendar, if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar, Or if you want to add events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, and I see another person that has decided to double up their streaming events, so I had to uncheck a second calendar. Then from there, you need to message that guy news at nbnn.info, and he will sit there and maybe do something weird with your stuff.
What happened to the seasonal calendar with the nudes?
Well, no, not enough people send in their nudes to nudes at
you were the only one who put in submissions, and we couldn't do 12 months of scrota. It just
12 months of scrota. I mean,
it would have been really disturbing, I tell you.
From every different angle and all with the hat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, how many
Different
times
poses.
can you be in the grovel pose?
Well, it was more than 12. We know that.
Yeah. But yes, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world.
Yeah.
Or
Of course, leave the hat on.
12 months of screwed. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You can always tune in your ether amplifies to Radio Free Britannia and listen to two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch. At 7 o'clock this evening on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock on Avatar, 8 to midnight this evening.
8 to midnight. On
Avatar's Radio is going to be DJ Aline with the beat of Novia. And at 10 o'clock on Radio Free Britannia is the Record Room. And hey, imagine that. When you remove people that double up their listings on multiple calendars, calendar gets really short.
Calendar gets a lot shorter. That's right.
I know. Don't do it. Remember, be nice to me and tip me. Yes. Thank you. Yep. Anything else?
Moving right along.
I didn't see the thing about the release party on the calendar at all.
It's not. They never put the release party on the calendar.
They do occasionally.
Yeah, well.
It's been on there like 3 times in the last 4 years.
Oh, your
A
fault.
live stream on the calendar.
I don't
That's
even know if that
important
makes.
news.
Yeah, I don't even think that's on the calendar. That's not even on the calendar for Monday.
You people need to know when to send in your money.
Maybe you should talk to the community manager and see what he's doing.
Oh, God. I dread that.
Yep. But yeah, it's time for Laz to do other things right now.
You know what today is, right?
Do other things, Laz.
Either that or I'm going to talk about all the new stuff that got added to Shroud Marketplace.
Oh, I
Oh, God, no.
assumed you were going to give him Saturdays and Sundays calendar like you always
Oh.
do on Friday, but maybe I was mistaken.
No,
you know what?
I'm
We
not worried
actually
about it.
gotta
I'm not
move
worried
on.
about it.
We got
I don't
Ship
mind.
the duplicates, so they all disappeared.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got to remind you, you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, and when Jack's not happy, you don't get the calendar. Sorry, folks. Of course,
Nope.
you can use the NBNN Tragedy Avatar app, and you can get the calendar right there. You can go to NBNN.info, click on the calendar link, and get the full calendar right there. Of course, if you're watching on NBNN.info, we thank you. If you're watching on twitch.tv/inassist or twitch.tv NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube or on the air, we love you guys, and we thank you for supporting us. If you want to become a supporter, go out to either of those sites or any of those sites, click on the donate links, and help keep us on the air. You can become a patron by going to patreon.com/NBNN. Or if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get a monthly sub to your favorite streamers. And of course, we'd appreciate them if you used them on our streams. So it's a once a month thing. It takes just a minute and it's free to you. Gives us a couple coins. We'd love you long time. Check out NBNN. Become a supporter today. What happened there? What happened there? I hate when that happens. There we go. The Airy Fund's Primal Nature is in full swing. Of course, we've covered that today. Get out there and make your donations today. SodaCon Austin 2018. Of course, we've got the Merits app in on this, giving away a pair of tickets and weekly t-shirt draws. SodaCon Austin 2018 is happening in October. Go to sodaconaustin.org for the latest information or check out the forums for the latest updates. Why does that keep doing that to me? I don't know why. It's killing me today. Hometown Hero for your vape juice needs. I tell you, these guys are killing it, and I got some new flavors coming. I haven't gotten them yet, but when the legit gets here, I'll let you know how it is. But if you want to save some money on your vape juice needs, check out hometownhero.com. Use the promo code NBNN. Save 20%, 2020, when you check out hometownhero.com. Coil More Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Check out Area's Coil More stash and hit him up if you want to be a part of the Streamathon at the end of the month. Scrota's music service for all your barding needs. If you need bard services, check out Scrota. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter, for all your crafting goods. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Save 10% when you check out at Relics by Rill. Use the promo code NBNN. We save you money all over the place, folks. All you gotta do is use the promo codes. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. And Jack's gonna tell you a little bit about the marketplace before we get out of here for the weekend.
Oh, yeah. ShroudMarketplace.com, place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Over 115 players registered as vendors at Shroud Marketplace, and each one of those vendors is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. And you know what? Those guys, you can go through, look at those vendors, you can look at their reviews, see what they're doing, and you can see the great things that have just been added just by Dread Pirate Exchange. I know he was a happy man yesterday. He told me so. He was like going, dude, another order.
I love this shit.
I love this shit. And
hey,
you know what?
I got an offer on one of them chains yesterday, and I accepted that offer. You know, we have that make an offer option on some vendors use. I use it myself. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Allows you to haggle a little with the vendors as well. So it's great shit. I love this shit, man. I tell you what.
Yes. And then from there, it's one where you know what, if you're going to sit there and if you want to sell your stuff for cash, you can do so. Do yourself a favor, register a Shroud Marketplace, put stuff in a chest, put it up for sale, and you know what, if it sells, it sells, and you earned yourself a little extra cash. And you know what, I've got a shop there. Laz has a shop. Lots of other people do as well. Anything and everything from accounts to Games Gold, all the way to services, just like
52
Scrota's.
Obsidian bundles. That's
Yeah,
right.
I know. It's like, it's like Scrota's service where he provides anything he wants.
Anything you want.
I know. It's awesome. But
Including
looking at the
Shroud.
time and the fact that I'm getting text messages since I said, hey, I'm done at 1.
Yeah.
And now
I stopped telling people like that. You know, I said, listen, you can't bother me between 1 and 2. And so right before and right after, so I just said, screw it. No, you can't bother me between noon and 3 because I need an hour on either side. Screw that noise.
Yeah, but yes.
That's right. We got to get out of here.
It is time for us to get out of here, but we have to
right.
thank you for watching out of Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show without you, and we do it for you.
Love you guys. That's right. Have a great weekend, everybody. We thank you for watching. We thank you for your support, and we'll be back Monday. Don't forget, Monday is the telethon. We'll tell you all about it on Monday's show. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Me love you long time.
Yes, you do.